In this video, I'm sharing 5 ways to document your summer. All you need are a few supplies and something to write on, and you're all set to capture a beautiful summer journal, even if you're not going anywhere. I really like creating backgrounds in advance in my journals because it gives me a nice starting place for when I'm out on the go and I want to create something and I don't have to think about it too much. One thing I like to do is just hand draw a very simple map of wherever I am. So whatever place I'm documenting in my journal, I'll just draw a little map. Could be city streets. In this case, I'm just doing a very simple map of a park that I visited and the walk that I took. A lot of parks have park maps posted at the front, so you could just use that, or you could just Google it. I also like picking up these kinds of brochures at my local library. They're free and you can find all kinds of great stuff for journaling. And for this one, I just happened to have a brochure for the park that I was visiting that day, so I was able to cut out just a few things. I just cut these out very roughly. This is not my best work. This is really just for me. And I'm sharing this with you so that you will see that even though you're not doing anything that's particularly exciting to anybody else, there's no reason that you can't take a moment to document your day too. Whether you're just spending the day in your backyard or on your balcony or visiting the shops in your city or town, going to a park, whatever you're doing, take a minute and capture the memory and you'll enjoy looking back at it later. I like to keep a glue stick in my art pouch so that I can do little quick things on the fly like this. I'll share what I keep in my to-go art pouch in another video this week, so you could take a look at that then. And I feel like this page is already starting to come together with my little hand-drawn map and the few things that I've cut out and glued onto the page. I'm already putting together a nice layout for the page, and I've still got lots of space to work with. There's always lots of beautiful plants and birds and butterflies and insects and really easy things that you can draw to put on your journal pages in the summertime. Even if you're not living in a place where you have access to a lot of nature, half the time when I'm walking in downtown Toronto, I'm seeing really beautiful planters and things, and there's no reason you can't take a minute to document those in your journal. Just a tip from me, learn to draw a few simple plants and flowers so that you can put them in your journal to make your pages look beautiful without stressing about it too much. This is the classic coneflower here, the purple echinacea coneflower. Very easy to draw. It's got that beautiful black cone-shaped center and lots of long, pretty purple petals and just a few basic leaves. This is just something that took me almost 30 seconds to do, and it really added something to the page and brought in this beautiful color. Keeping things like packaging or receipts or tickets from whatever you're doing that day are great pieces of paper to put in your journal. In this case, I made this really great iced tea out of this blueberry superfruit tea, so I cut the package and put the piece of package on my journal page, and this will just be a nice reminder for me later on of this nice moment that we had drinking this beautiful iced tea in the park. And it's always a good idea just to write down a few points about what you did that day that made you happy. I'm writing my points on a piece of a craft paper envelope, but you could just write this right on the page. I just happen to have this in my bag, so this is what I ended up doing. I carry a black marker with me in my to-go art kit because there's a 90% chance I'm going to want to use a black marker. So I'm just writing a few bullets about what I did. Great weather, nice walk, lots of trees and plants, and I really liked this park, and we will be back again soon. Now you could just leave this page right where it is and it looks nice already. But I also keep a few little bits and pieces in my journal pouch to kind of decorate the pages at the end and fill in any spaces that I've got. I keep a few silicone stamps, really small ones, and a small ink pad in my pouch. And I also just use any of the writing tools that I had to draw little patterns on my page to kind of pull it together. In this case, I hadn't used any of this purple color on one of the pages, so I just drew a few little flowers and some leaves in here just to make the page spread look a little bit more cohesive, and I think it just helped to bring the page together a little bit. I keep this little to-go washi tag in my pouch. If you want to see how I made this, there's a short on my YouTube channel. And I really love washi tape. I think it's just such a simple way to add something to your page, just to make your pages look a little bit more interesting. And I just like how it brings in a new element to your design. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And most of all, I hope you feel inspired to journal your world.